the broader point that we keep delivering is we don't expect a V-shaped bounce back out of this set of lockdowns like we saw through the earlier period last year. Last year, of course, the case numbers went right back down to near zero, and we were able to reopen the economy fairly fully. We don't think that's going to happen this time round. It's going to be more drawn out, more gradual. Some of the suppression measures will be in place because, of course, we're opening up into an economy where we'll be living with the virus, where it will be in the community, where we'll still be using measures to contain it. Obviously, the primary measure being having a high vaccination rate, but it will be different to how it's been prior to these lockdowns the last time we reopened. So a more gradual economic recovery than last time around.
And Paul, just recapping some of the market action we're seeing off the back of this, the ASX 200 up 0.4%, but we are seeing a nice pop in the Australian dollar here, up 0.3%. In fact, the Aussie on the move off the back of this announcement. When you look at your own forecast here, Paul, HSBC cut its 2021 growth forecast by a full percentage point. I guess the current view is that we won't be making that full percentage point back by next year. Are you going to be changing your own forecast off the back of this revision from the RBA?
No, look, we're more downbeat than the RBA. And I think that's a point to recognise. The RBA's got this perspective that they think there's going to be quite a strong bounce back once the vaccination rates get to certain thresholds, 70 and 80%. And we think that although there will be a bounce back, we're expecting a recovery, that there are still quite a lot of headwinds. One of those headwinds, as I've described, is we're reopening, the economy will be reopening in a position where the virus numbers won't be zero. And so there will still be some suppression measures and some constraints in place. And we're also expecting, of course, the other challenges that come along. For example, fiscal drag. You know, the fiscal authorities have used a large amount of stimulus to get the economy to grow, to be supported through this, through the pandemic. But we don't expect the equivalent sort of boost next year. We think that it's going to start to be a drag on the economy too. So look, we are firmly of the view of a more downbeat view on the growth story, even running into 22, than the RBA is portraying as of today.